What an incredible finish to the women's Taplin, and now we've got the men's Taplin relay up, and something a little different we haven't seen too many times before, the six-man Taplin. There's a huge start list with so many names from the clubs, and some great clubs here that'll be in the mix all summer. Kurt, Alexandra Headlands, Avoca, Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park, City of Perth, Devonport, they're coming from everywhere. We've got Allura, Manly, Newport will be strong again, North Cronulla, Northcliffe A, the best we've seen so far. Redhead, Surfers Paradise, Terrigal, Wanda, from all over the states. They're all here today, and this race is really about depth, Kurt. When you've got six men, you can't have any weak links at all.
Oh, there's nowhere to hide. I love the six-man Taplin, and this is as close to the Australian titles you're going to get. Away we go, Lockie Tame. Not much more we can talk about him. He wants to get his Avoca Beach team off to the best start possible, but once again, when you've got six competitors, there's nowhere to hide. You've all got to deliver. You've all got to do your job, and if you don't, you're not going to win.
That's it. This event's so strong. 1 weak leg can really drop you out of this. We take a look at the top of your screen there in the yellow cap. That looks like Mitchell Trim from Newport. There's Lockie Tame in the middle there from Avoca. These clubs, they've got the strong ski paddlers, so they're going to be on the front early. It looks like Northcliffe's in there. That's the green tip of the ski there. And, of course, Mooloolaba, Hayden White, the orange on the left there. He's not going to give Avoca any chance. There's push and shove, and paddles are clashing all over the shop.
It's what I love about Taplin relays. Good paddlers, good swimmers become great paddlers and great swimmers. You live for your team. You don't want to let your team down. Look at this. Mitchell Trim of Newport. He doesn't want to let his team down. He's going for it.
Yeah, we see the little concertina effect as the guys go around the cans. As the first few get to the cans, the back really push up on them. But once they get around those last ones, it spreads out. And Mitchell Trim's making the most of that advantage there. He's out in front by a ski length. That looks like that's Lockie Tame there. And then the sky blue cap of Nick Dorr there from the Manly Club, doing a great job on the outside on the pink tip ski there. But it's all Mitchell Trim out in front. He'll look to find a wave here. He's pushing so hard. There's no let up in the Taplin relay. You don't wait for waves. You just go for it, straight to the beach.
Oh, he's a beast, Trimmy, and one of the best in the business. Look at him, head down, just trying to raid away and trying to get to that beach as quickly as humanly possible. Tame, he's the Australian champ. He doesn't want to get to the beach in anywhere else but first place. But you can see here, Trim's got other ideas, and trimming that ski beautifully now on this little runner. He's going to be first to the beach and give it over to his second paddler.
Oh, that's it, but he hasn't done all the work yet. That's the key to the Taplin relay. Not only do you have to do your water leg, you have to get up and run as well. As we see, there's 7 teams or 8 teams on the next wave coming down. They're all there. All that hard work from the front guys has been made redundant now. It's all Mitchell Trim out in front, Lockie Tame. As the ski paddlers look at them go, they hate to run, but they're doing their part for their team.
Oh, arms and legs everywhere. You want to get your Instagram on. This is 15 seconds you don't want to miss. Seeing the ski paddlers run. Look at them go. Oh, plenty of bashing, crash around there as well. And so critical. Just seconds separating these few. And absolutely flying the second paddlers now. Nathan Smith now. We're so used to seeing him a great swimmer, a great board paddler. Now he's got to take one for the Manly team and step up for this ski leg. But still looks like Newport and absolutely motoring out there in front. Just ahead of it looks like a really tight battle there. Is at Avoca Beach in second spot.
Yeah, that's Gordo Jones there for Avoca. Then there's the Northcliffe Cup, white cap, maroon star, Mooloolaba, white and maroon stripes, redhead, blue cap with the yellow stripes there. They're all in the hunt here. We saw how close it was between 2nd and 11th, which is where Nathan Smith is sitting right now. There's only seconds separating these teams, but the big surprise so far is the Devonport team from Tasmania. They're sitting in the top few here. They've got great ski paddlers. Jared Wiseman, he's a former Australian finalist. They're doing a great job. They've come all the way from up south as we see the boys get to the back can, and they're praying for a wave at this point. Their arms and legs will be burning.
Oh, they're really going for it, these second paddlers. Newport 1, Avoca Beach 2, really close between the two Queensland rivals, Northcliffe and Mooloolaba in 3 and 4. Nathan Smith, lots of work to do. Look at the eyes of concentration. You don't want to make a mistake. You don't want to let your team down.
That's it. He's all eyes on front. He's just chasing boys down as we see the boys come off that back can, and they'll chase these runners all over the ocean. That's Matty Bevilacqua in the red ski there, but I think it's Luke Michaels out in front here for Newport, and he's a great ski paddler, great kayak paddler. He's pushing so hard. Watch him. He's pushing down this. Watch the rating lift. He keeps going, takes the most of that runner, but here one comes for the back markers, and all that hard work will become undone with these little waves here. Looks like Mooloolaba, Avoca and Northcliffe are all going to push down this one and join the leaders.
Oh, Matty Bevilacqua's done a great job for Mooloolaba on that right-hand side of screen, far right. Gordon Jones right next to him from Avoca Beach. And it looks like we've got Northcliffe in there as well. Newport still looking good. So a race in 4 as they get to the beach. And here ski paddlers become runners. And this is where it gets really interesting as the boys hit the sand. And this is where they really can make up a lot of gap or really close it up.
And we got a pair of Ironmen in here, Corey Hill, Matt Bevilacqua. You'd expect those guys to go well as we see them come flying around. But the boys, they grit their teeth, get around, tag them off to the swimmers here, and they go in. And this is, there's a bit of push and shove. And this is where it gets interesting. The boys are coming in, the pack of 4. Will Avoca hang on? Avoca's the one we haven't seen in those Australian finals before. Can they hang on in this leg? There's so much push and shove all over the place. The boys are just crash and bash everywhere.
Oh, Newport in there. There's 1,000 of them. City of Perth, Devonport, like you mentioned before. And now comes to this critical swim leg. And the swim's been shortened up from a bit earlier on now, so it's a splash and dash. Well, you think that's fun because it's short, but it's not always fun because it's 100% pain. There's not 1 second. There's no time for let up here.
That's it. They can't afford to let anyone else go to the front. They can't afford to ease off because one little mistake can ruin it for the entire team. These boys will crash, bash, and splash their way to the lead no matter what. We've got Newport, Mooloolaba and Northcliffe, the 3 powerhouse clubs, first, second and third of the Aussie titles last year, again going to the front, showing their class, and it looks like that's Manly working their way through. That's the sky blue cappers. We look at their second swimmer, Jay Furness, all happy that they're getting themselves to the front there. But as we see the boys on the way back, that looks like Matty Poole out in front, really pushing hard on the way home.
Oh, the swimmer's super short now. The waves are coming.
The backstroke.
The backstroke again.
I don't think it'll affect him this time.
He's going to get a wave here, so it's going to be down we come. Manly the left-hand side. Mooloolaba there. Newport. And also on that right-hand side, who is it? Is it Avoca? Northcliffe. Looks like Northcliffe there. So there you're 4. Now look at the body
Newport's
surfing.
Dropped off there. I think that's Max Brooks there. It looks like he's dropped off the wave as the others will hold it all the way to the beach, and that could prove decisive. I know we're only at the halfway point, but it's these small mistakes that make such a difference.
Oh, Poole, some brilliant body surfing. Look at this
how hard
run
he's running.
Gutsy. Is it Taddy McDonald there from Northcliffe? Had a huge swim.
Yeah.
Redhead, a big swim as well.
Nick Green from Alexandra Headlands come from nowhere, but as we said, that's Tommy Dowling. Oh, the boys are all over the shop. Tom Dowling's gone in there for Mooloolaba. Shannon Eckstein, the master's, gone in there for Northcliffe. We've got Kenj Louis there looking to make up for that small mistake going in on the swim. Alexandra Headlands have come from nowhere, as well as the Devonport club, and Redhead doing well at the bottom of your screen as well. So Surface Paradise, another Devonport coming around here, another Alexandra Headlands team, so they're coming from all over the shop.
Yeah, there's Jake Rees tagging off there for Newport. So one of their great teams with a lot of work to do, but just goes to show the depth that's reigning Newport. They've got 3 teams in this, and 2 of the 3 are currently sitting in 3rd and 4th spot.
Yeah, out in front there, that's former Australian surf race champion there in Shannon Eckstein. He's doing all the work there. He loves it. Tommy Dowling's not letting him have it his own way. Moved over from Perth. He's been in the Mooloolaba A surf team for the last couple of years, and he's not going to let Shannon dictate terms. He's not going to let him have it all his own way. He's going to make sure he muscles up on him. But Shannon Eckstein, the master, he's really showing he's a class act out in front.
Oh, he lifts again. This is what I love about competitors. You get some competitors, they race brilliant in individual events. They don't like the team events so much. The champions, they love everything. And here we go, wave on Newport just off the back. So Dowling stop for it, Eckstein stop. A hard thing to do, breaks down on the head, but too easy for the guys of this class, this ilk. They'll get this all the way to shore, and all of a sudden, the 2 superpowers are back where they want to be, right next to each other, shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, the 9-time Australian champions in Northcliffe, the 5-time runner-up in Mooloolaba. You can't get a bigger bridesmaid in this sport than the Mooloolaba Taplin team, and they hate it. They want to win, but Shannon loves it. Look at him out in front. He wants to win so bad. He's won enough of them, but he wants more.
Oh, great work there by Shannon Eckstein. Just gives his team a little bit of a lead, but here we go on the chase. Luke Cuff from Mooloolaba in 2nd spot, and this is where it's so critical. These first 20 metres, you've got to get up to that wash. You've got to catch up.
Yeah, and look at the gap he's made up there. He's just worked so hard to jump on the tail there. That looks like Nick Rogers, the former South Australian, now at Northcliffe, but look at the distance these two have put on the rest of the field, and it's so close for 3rd place. There's Newport, Redhead, there's Manly in there. I think that's another Newport side side, there's Alexandra Headland. So these guys are battling it out for the podium places.
Yeah, great swimming there. Ollie Signorini looked like for Newport. Kendrick Louis as well. Jay Finesse. Looks like Stu McLaughlin, our board winner, is now in there for Redhead as well. But straight back to the lead here. Rogers and Cuff going stroke for stroke. And look at Cuff. He's busted it out. He's got the inside run. That's how it's done.
Yeah, he's the Australian silver medalist from the Aussie titles last year. And that's just experience. He got up on the inside, made sure he had that advantage. And look at the difference it's made. He's gone from behind Nick Rogers of Northcliffe to in front of him. Luke Cuff's one of the best board paddlers in terms of chasing runners on the way home. So you want to be in front of him going around that last can. And Nick Rogers is in trouble here because with swell like this, conditions like this, Luke Cuff's just going to extend it from here.
Oh, don't lose the side wash here, Rogers. He's got to stick to the side. Otherwise, he's really going to struggle. Oh, look at this. He's put on the afterburners. Look at this. Luke Cuff has turned it up another notch. And Rogers can't go with him. And now the waves are coming. And this is critical now. Rogers can't lose touch. You can't give this away now. And here they come. Wave coming now. Rogers pushing to get down it. He should get down it. No. He's pulling up a little bit and easy. Cuff delivers. And Rogers filthy, but really he's got no one to blame but himself.
Yeah, he dropped off that side wash for just a second and he gave Cuffy a half board length lead. And that was enough.
The distance.
Wow, and that's half board lengths has just turned into about 50 board lengths. And this could prove the difference here. With one leg to go, both teams have great board paddlers, but I don't know if they're good enough to catch up that kind of distance.
Oh, Cuff's running. Rogers is still on the wave. You can always run faster than a wave's going to take you. That lead's just gone from 50 to 100 to 150, and now you're tagging one of the top 5 board paddlers in the business, Cam Cole.
Yeah, he's leading the board summer of surf here in all summer, so you couldn't be tagging anyone better. The only one you probably want to be tagging to here, Tannen Linden. He's a great board paddler, but even he's having a look around. Mate, he knows he's got a long way to go. He looks out to sea, sets himself for the chase and gives it all on the way out here. He's chasing Wollongbar and Cam Cole.
Oh, Newport, some big paddles there by them. Tommy Atkinson turns back the clock. It looks like one of the Mar boys as well is right in there, Cody Mar. And Devonport, what's doing? The boys from the Upper Isle have come like the thunder.
Yeah, they love it there. Alexandra Headlands, there's Avoca in there. Oh, crash and bash there. Redhead's in there as well. Surface Paradise, so these boys are spotting it out. You can see how competitive, but look at the gap Cam Cole's got on Tannen Linden there. Mooloolaba out in front. It looks like there's some runners start to come, so if he can get one of these, it's all over Red Rover, and I couldn't imagine Northcliffe getting Mooloolaba from here.
Yeah, really fitting to finish off this Freshwater Summer of Surf here with the board leg, of course. The Duke Kahanamoku, 100 years Freshwater celebrated here just a few weeks back. We had a fun time had by all, a really special moment. So board paddling synonymous here at Freshwater, a very special time.
Yeah, and there's no better board paddler in Australia at the moment than Cam Cole. He lives for this. It's his favourite leg. It's what he does best. He's an Australian Ironman champion because of his board leg, and he's showing them how it's done out in front. I think he's extended that lead. He's looking to lap a couple of teams here as well. He'll push down this runner, and there's no doubt about our winners here today, Kurt. Mooloolaba are going to get this one.
Well, you'd really want to be paddling this last leg for Mooloolaba with a lead like that. Takes your hat off, Luke Cuff. It was a beautiful board leg in that 5th leg that set it up. Tannen Linden fighting hard here to close the gap, but it's going to be race over. Cam Cole puts the head down, just comes across the gutter, and here we go. A little wave brewing out the back, maybe a chance here for a back marker. Look at this, Max Brooks of Newport, that right-hand side red board. Seeing the top of the screen there, pushed down it. Beautiful jag by Brooks. He worked it hard. The whole party wave for the next one out the back, but Linden about to be joined here by Max Brooks for a sprint finish. So Cam Cole crosses the line. Mooloolaba takes the honours and some more confidence against their rivals in Northcliffe. And now Northcliffe against their new rivals over the last couple of years, Newport. Northcliffe up, Tannen Linden. Well, he's hard to beat in a sprint finish, isn't he? He's proved it so many times. The Whippet, one of the fastest across the sand. So it will be Northcliffe that hangs on for second spot, just ahead of an ever-growing presence of the Newport club. Running out of superlatives to describe this rivalry between these two Queensland clubs. The result reversed this time. Mooloolaba takes the win ahead of Northcliffe. Super impressed with the depth of the Newport club as well. The New South Wales state champions putting in 2 teams, 3rd and 4th spot. And also Devonport all the way here from Tasmania with a top 5 finish. They'll be really buoyed by that, especially heading towards the Australian titles in April. Further down the line, City of Perth made the journey across. Another one to look forward to, and down to Terrigal and North Cronulla.
Mooloolaba boys with an epic win. That is an Australian final out there. Yeah, look, it was a red hot field today. Great conditions, and all the boys went awesome. So we're lucky that Cam got us home. He didn't get much of a wave at the end. We're just praying that Tannen didn't get down a bomb from the back.
And Luke Huff with an amazing paddle took over the lead. That was a turning point for you guys.
Yeah, I was thankfully that the boys in front of me set themselves up in the race pretty good, and in that top 4, top 2 sort of position. So yeah, just had a smart race rather than a hard one, and yeah, brought it home for Mooloolaba.
And give us a heads up on the rivalry between you and Northcliffe.
Yeah, it's always good to dust off Northcliffe. They win enough as it is, so yeah, we'll take our wins and enjoy them, and I'm sure they'll be there at Aussies as well.
Well done, Mooloolaba boys, you killed it.
The overall points score after 9 rounds in this summer of surf for the open male Taplin, and so tight at the top. You're looking at the dominance. Northcliffe, Mooloolaba, then New South Wales best in Newport A. Then down Currumbin Vikings having a great summer in this Taplin Relay Series. Redhead, Newport B starting to emerge as well. And as I mentioned before, showing their depth. Half Moon Bay, the best Victoria has to offer, is right up there to make this final as well. And further onwards to Manly, Kurrawa, and also Maroochydore A. What a round it's been here, the summer of surf from Freshwater Beach. It's one of our favourite venues on our series tour. We hope you enjoyed the coverage. It's set to continue as we close in on our climax of our grand final at Newport Beach on March 1. You're watching the summer of surf on the home of surf sports, Fox Sports.